Confidence has never been a question, although over the years, and I would be lying if I didn't say there's been ups and downs, especially when things happen to you, like you're let go or you're laid off, or tragedy happens in your family, or a trauma, you go through a trauma.
Yep.
Your mindset, your shape is all affected in the way that you think about yourself. And imposter syndrome, holy moly, huge.
We do a whole
Um,
podcast on that alone.
I-
I,
I'm in on that because it's a thing, and it's so real for people. And I think that, so there was never just one moment. I mean, I got my first job working at Bellflower Friendship Manor, which was a senior home at 14 years old. I had to go to work. I didn't have to. I wanted to go to work at 14 years old. I got an early, in Southern Cal, you get an early permit. I don't know what it's like now, but you get an early permit and you can work
Mhm.
as long as your parents approve. So I did that for 4 days a week from 4 to 7 during the dinner hour, served coffee, cleaned up dishes, did all that.
Wow.
That was my first job. And so that's kind of my start, right? That's where it all started. And I was always confident enough to do that. It was the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And, the next thing I'm off and I'm doing this. I mean, the things I could tell, I was a school bus driver for 4 years. And then I worked at an airport locally. And then I moved into being an international flight attendant. And then I decided to, coach
Oh,
competitive cheer for 12 years. And then I worked for a cheerleading dance and then, it's just like one thing
that's
after
so
another.
cool.